Hi guys, it's Ruthie with the Purple Backyard Farm. Today we're going to be showing you how to make the bean stitch. This is a great stitch. It's fun. You can make blankets, you can make seat covers, you can make just about anything with these. So I have one in cotton, and I'm going to start off showing you how to do it in acrylic. So I have just regular old red heart yarn here, and basically what you're going to do is you're just going to chain on any multiple of 2. So I'm going to do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get a little closer here, guys. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's get further, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So for your first row, it's going to work a little bit different than the other rows, so we're going to show you how to get started at that. So what you're going to do is on the very end, you're going to just chain 2 stitches to make it get the pattern started. So you chain 2, then you're going to hold on to that stitch and count over 3. 1, 2, 3. In this stitch, which is going to be your very first bean stitch, you put the hook in, you pull down, and you've created 2. Now you wrap it around, but you don't pull it through completely. You just push it in and grab another stitch, or more yarn, I should say. Now you have 4, and you pull all of this off, which makes the first bean stitch. Okay? Now I'm going to grab the work piece I've been working on because I want you to see how this is going to flow from every row after that. Because this yarn works a little bit easier for me to show you guys, so that this acrylic yarn wasn't working as well as this was. So here I am. I've completed my first row. So on the very end, you just chain 2. Okay. And you're going to have your bean stitches there. So they're going to have holes. And you're going to go into the first hole. And the entire pattern works like this from here on in. You go in 1, you pull it down, you grab another one, you push it through, but you're not ending it. You're going to grab more yarn. You have 4. You're going to pull it all off and add 1, and there's your bean stitch. And for the rest of the pattern, that's what you do. You look for the 2 holes, you go in the first one, you pull down the yarn, you grab, it goes in again, you grab the yarn to make the loop, and you pull off the 4 and add. Now this is this entire stitch, entire pattern, forever and ever and ever. When you get to the ends, it can be a bean stitch or it can be a single crochet. If you feel, if you're trying to make straight lines, sometimes you have to monkey with pieces depending on the yarn that you're using. So I just want to encourage you in your working to learn methods and not necessarily patterns and recipes, because that's how you can get yourself like having wonky stuff sometimes, because you don't realize that, gee, this doesn't look like it's lining up right, so maybe I'll add a single crochet or whatever to make it work. Because I do create a lot of my own patterns. This is having trouble getting through this. So I do create a lot of my own patterns, so those are the things that I discovered, and I encourage you to do the same. Now, when you work the stitch with two different colors, it makes a really beautiful pattern. I'm having trouble with this right here. It makes a really beautiful pattern, and that's something else that you may want to try, using different color yarns with this, like every other row and that type of thing. So here you go. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gets you started on making the beautiful bean stitch. And this yarn is just giving me a little fit too today. So I think it got a little too tight. When you work this too, make sure that you don't do it too tight. I usually crochet like at just a medium kind of tension, but sometimes, especially in the beginning of a product, sometimes I tend to be too tight, and then later on I have to loosen it up. But you know your own faults in your crochet hobby. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you've made the bean stitch before, what you've made with it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And I'm going to be sharing a lot more stitches with you guys, so you guys can make a lot of fun things and have fun making things. And especially if you've never crocheted before, go ahead and watch some of my videos. I try to make simple patterns that aren't too hard, so you can make everything just by learning a few stitches, and you'll have a ball with it. Okay guys, remember, big or small, you too can be a backyard farm. God bless.